Oops.
Are we heard now?
Now I'm going to turn off the camera.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm not.
Well, welcome new subscriber Jamie's Cowboys. Hopefully you won't be
you.
turned off by our zaniness here, because we do some serious business as well. At any rate, we do have an announcement, don't we? Well, I'm
Probably
sure.
more than one.
But first, I'll just mention that I'm using the Season of the Witch Oracle for Samhain, Halloween, for our card for the collective, which is always an oracle, which I read from the book and give my thoughts on. And then we get into the nitty-gritty of tarot. So, what was I going to say? Yes, Mr. Oh, well, I shuffle. Why don't you make some announcements?
Okay, well, the first announcement that is of importance is that happy hour on Saturday will be at 4 p.m. I'm working in the morning, so we have shifted it to the afternoon. So please join us if you're not familiar. Happy hour is our one card per person. Positive, uplifting message, possibly from the divine if you wish.
And hey, Violet, if you can't make it because of this short notice, let us know. We're sorry. It just sort of popped up. I think he thought he was working the day, but low. Or, the afternoon, but no, he's working the day shift.
Yeah, and it's apparently going to be a sausage fest because only the male members of the staff are going to be there that day. We have a staff that's 40% male, 60% female, but for some reason this Saturday, it's just the guys.
Did you have to describe it that way? Now
did.
get to the other big announcement.
Is it about the Halloween season?
Yeah.
Yes. We are doing
Giveaways
for Halloween season. We occasionally receive extra decks or oracles, and they're ones that are extras of what we have, so we'd like to pass them on to you. So what we are going to do is a giveaway on the next several shows through Halloween itself, because we are broadcasting Halloween night, and we will be giving away several decks with a spin of the wheel. Basically, everyone will get and we've done this before, the spin of the wheel.
It's really for U.S. and Canada subscribers.
Yes.
We're going to also entice people on our social media to subscribe so they can be part of the fun. But you'll have to come to the show because we spin a wheel. And we spin the wheel, and if it lands in the right spot, you get your choice of up to 8 decks we're giving away.
Now, also, too, because we are not able to ship out of the continental U.S. Canada, we will be offering people from other countries an option to get
a free reading.
And those details will be more manifest soon. But here's a couple of the decks that we're going to be raffling. One is the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Tarot. It's wonderful. I have one myself, and I'll be using it tonight. It's still wrapped, and that's a really good artistic and interpretive vision of Buffy as tarot cards. The other one is from our perennial favorite artist of sorts, MJ Cullinane, who does various crow tarots. We're going to do the Grimalkin Tarot.
We have an extra Grimalkin Tarot, so that's going to go. There's a potential that the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot will also be in the mixed. And there is one oracle, the Mystical Journey Oracle. I think that's the only one. And then there are 2 tarot decks we are offering. We're not going to show them now, but because I'm still looking them over. But there's 2 tarot decks we're offering that have been opened, but have limited, if any, usage. So they're literally like brand new. And so we'll be offering those as well.
We call that gently used.
But this is so extremely gently used.
A ghost used them.
Something like that. So stay tuned because lots is going to be happening. And I think we're going to be starting it this Sunday. So
that is correct, Alex.
Be here if you want to be in on the fun.
So thank you for subscribing, Jamie. You too can be a part of this, and we're going to do this Sunday, next Thursday, next Sunday, and then the following Thursday, which should be Halloween.
All right. So
unless, of course, we run out of all the decks before then.
Some of these might have went to our end of the season near Halloween event we were going to, the Witch's Ball, but that got canceled. They totally canceled the event.
Yeah, so
we don't know what's up with that, but so we're no longer doing that one. We're doing one in November that we don't usually do giveaways at. So
we'll be doing them through Halloween, but that means that I guess you don't want one then, Kara.
Oh.
And it's haunted.
Haunted?
Yes.
Ooh. Was that upright?
Number 21, haunted was upright.
Okay, haunted. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Haunted was upright. Let's take a look.
Do you think we're early today?
Yeah, it is 7 p.m. here, Kara.
Kara, go back to sleep. You need a nap.
It's Eastern Standard Time. We haven't turned our clocks back yet.
We can't help you.
Hey, Kara, this is for you too. Keyword is haunted. Atonement. Company. The breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet. The creaking of the walls as cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when in the company of hauntings, within the bone. Within the bone? I thought I was going to say within the home. Okay. Well, let's see what this has to say. We have pulled the haunted card because there is something that must be atoned for. You locked something away, choosing to ignore it rather than own up to your mistake. This can be something you have done to someone else, but also something you feel you've done to yourself. Perhaps a choice you'd like to forget, or even a trauma you've never dealt with. Whatever your situation, know that your hauntings will continue until you are ready to face the monster your pain has created. This is especially true if you have also, well, we are pulling multiple cards here, so I won't read that part. However, this is very interesting to me. In a sense, it reminds me a little bit of the Nine of Swords. You know, what is haunting you? What is keeping you away at night? Is it something you did? Is it something you said to somebody? Is it something you didn't do that you were supposed to do? So, or is it something that happened to you? Maybe this is not, this is not something that you need to atone for, but you need to reconcile. I can see both aspects in this card because they all haunt us, right? You know, if you're affected by something in the past, let's say you were in an abusive relationship and, you were abused, does that still haunt you? Do you blame yourself? Do you have different, fears because of that? It's time to come to terms with whatever it is so that it haunts you no more. That if anything, it becomes more of an ally in that, you've learned something from this. You're stronger now, you're wiser now, and you can move forward in a more positive direction.
I like your analogy to the
Nine?
The Nine of Swords.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to take care of some business. It's a sunny thing.
Yeah, fall forward, spring back, I guess, or whatever it is. Spring forward, fall back? I don't even know. I lose track myself. I just wait for my weather people to tell me it's time to change the clocks. So we gain an hour in the fall. Okay. We lose sleep in the spring. I thought it was the other way. No, we lose an hour, don't we? Because the nights get shorter or longer.
When we fall back, we gain an hour.
It's fall back. Okay, we gain an hour. That's right. I'm sorry, Violet. I'm just...
It's okay. Kara probably did it.
Well, Violet, you sound pretty back to normal if you've got that straight, because I'm all messed up here.
I still say it's
I hope
Kara's
you're doing
fault.
okay. Hi, Jamie's Cowboy. Welcome. Good to see you. And if you want a reading, we will add you to the list, and we're going to get ourselves
Thanks for subscribing.
Started.
Yes, we always dilly-dally a little bit, and I just had that faint thought that maybe a particular birthday person was going to show up, but they did not.
Well, and so if you missed it, Jamie's Cowboy, we are going to start doing giveaways on Sunday shows of a variety of decks. I'm going to make a list of the decks because whoever
Victoria.
wins first gets first choice out of all 8 decks. They get their pick. That's the thing about this, too.
Or you can pick to have a video reading with us, too. That is
right. I guess we can offer both options.
I think we should.
Okay.
Your birthday's Tuesday. Should we do Victoria on Sunday, then?
Let's do Victoria on Sunday.
Okay, whether you're here or not, we're going to do your reading. You can just go to the beginning of Sunday's live stream, Victoria. So what day is that?
Now, since Jamie's new, and in case people need a refresher, if you leave your question with Violet and you have to leave, we'll at least be able to do your reading if you're not here, because we do them in order in the chat. And so it's good to leave your question, because if you're not here, we'll ask a few times and then that's it. We'll have to move forward. So just keep that in mind. It's up to you. If you stay for the whole show, or up to your reading time, then no problemo.
All right. Thanks for the question.
Did I not put my light on? What the heck?
Why, I think tonight there's a few lights that need to be turned on.
Oy. Well, I've got mine together now, I think. I think I'm ready to go. All right, so let's start with, I think it's Nicole.
Victoria, you are marked safe from being with a conflicted birthday.
Hey, Victoria. So I don't know if you heard it too. We've got eight decks we're going to be giving away. There'll be more posted on social media, and I'll try to post something in the community page too, our YouTube community page, so it'll be there.
All right, let's get going. Nicole asks, what is coming towards me? And I'm going to use my Legend Arthurian Tarot for that.
And Sunny is here, so
the
gang's all here. Kara, Sunny must have knew you were going to be here. So
Victoria,
right up to us,
Nicole, Sunny. Libra, thanks for showing up, guys. All right, is that your reading? What is coming towards me? Why it's important?
Yes, let's do that.
All right, so Nicole, your first card. It's
don't do that.
The Three of Pentacles reversed.
So what's coming towards you? Three of Pentacles reversed. I guess what you have to watch out for is people who maybe they're not sabotaging you, but it's people who just aren't on the same page with you. There are people here who just want to do things their way, and you feel like either you're being not excluded, but you just feel like you're not being taken seriously, and everybody seems to have their own ideas of what they want to do, how they want to do it, and do you fit in anymore?
I'm going to see it slightly differently, Nicole.
Are you going with business on that?
Not so much business on that, but maybe the idea that you may be in a position where you have to go certain things alone, or you have to go things without the benefit of either a mentor or a team leader or a sounding board around you. Maybe you choose to do this, Nicole, because maybe you realize that certain voices around you are not necessarily helpful. Maybe they're not encouraging enough, and maybe you decide you need to do something on your own.
Right. I like that. It actually does fit in with mine. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think here too, for example, like in my case, a lot of my doctors, sometimes they disagree on different things I should be doing. And so they don't seem to, and I have to make a decision here to do what I think is right, to go with whichever one I feel really understands what's going on with me. And so it could be that. It could be some team you're working with, whether it's to get financing, whether it's for healthcare, whether it's for therapy of some sort. Everybody just seems to have different ideas here. And you almost feel like you're on your own. It's like Mr. O said, you have to do it on your own. And so why is that important?
And it's the Two of Swords reversed. Because you have figured out what it is you need to do. The information will come to you. I mean, this is still like a little bit in the future for you, but you will be able to figure this out. You will be able to say, enough, I know what it is to do. You still need to have a little bit of caution though, Nicole, because even though you have good information, there are still variables that may be about there. But it seems to me like it's important because you know what to do.
Well, I think that's why is it important is because, you're going to be ready to make that move. You're going to realize pretty quickly here that you've got to figure this out for yourself, And so I think you probably will have pretty much an idea already of what you want to do. You're just maybe startled by the fact that, you can get more people to agree with this. And so I think you're going to be ready to make a move. And so where is this headed?
Where does it ultimately go? And it's the reversed Four of Pentacles.
Wow. Are you going to let some people go? I mean, it's possible here that, whether you're going to switch doctors, whether you're going to switch people who are advising you in some way, whether you're going to switch up your friends, people that you hang with, whether this is a work situation. I mean, I can't rule it out, but it just seems as though you're going to have to let something go that maybe you thought at one time was worth something to you, was valuable to you, helped you, but now you feel that's no longer the case.
It's the whole package, I think, when I look at all these cards, because it starts with the idea, from my point of view, that maybe you feel you need to go something alone, but it's really more than that. It's like maybe you need to really, get rid of some things around you that aren't encouraging or helpful.
It's interesting to me, this combination.
Okay, so the Sun, these are the Lenormands, by the way, and the Lily, interesting.
I think that making this move will ensure some long-term success for yourself.
Well, without, being too revealing, I do feel that some of this is about some of the personal struggles you've related to us, Nicole, and that maybe this is about you making the choices that will really put you better in those programs you're using to better yourself. And I think that's what Banshee sees there, is that this is a process. This is, there may be some high points, there may be some low points, but it's still a process, and you need to look at it that way. It's a journey of evolvement, of changing, of growth, and it will lead you towards success if you continue to do that. Even when you have some setbacks, you can still get back on the game again.
Well, I didn't, I absolutely could relate to that, Nicole, but I didn't want to get specific, because I feel it's something coming. And it could be there, it could be in your personal, it could be in your social life, but it could definitely fit that as well. But I wasn't going to necessarily go there.
Right.
I did use therapists and doctors as an example, because I get conflicting advice from some of my doctors on certain things. So that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
All right, Nicole, thanks for coming tonight.
Let's move on to Estelle. Hi, Estelle.
Hi, Estelle. How are ya?
What does my sister's husband, Azamat, think about me as a person? Okay. I will use the
You're welcome, Nicole.
Jack-o'-lantern tarot.
Hi, Estelle.
Hey, Estelle.
And we are pretty close to the next monthly modality message. Sorry, because I know the Sun in a few days will be moving. What's actually in this next week, but we'll be moving into Scorpio.
Ooh, that's scary.
It is, because I'm a Scorpio.
Yes.
But we do that monthly modality message, which is our rather unique tarot astrology reading for all the signs of the zodiac, but we take you by your modality. We explain what modalities are, how they work, and we give you what you need to know for getting through the month.
Well, we got the Nine of Cups upright here. Wow, we have the Sun upright. Gee, and the Eight of Swords reversed. When you said your husband, is that your ex?
No, her sister's husband.
Oh, her sister's husband. My sister's husband, Azamat, think of me. I'm sorry. Sister's husband. I thought it was your husband's sister, and I'm like, I mixed that up. I'm sorry, Estelle.
It's okay.
Well, this is very interesting.
You want these?
Yeah, I think we need to see the package here.
Okay, the key, also known as the skeleton key, and the Grim Reaper, which is the scythe. Okay, interesting.
Well, this is an odd reading. I think she thinks a lot.
He thinks of you.
He thinks a lot of you. He thinks that you are very dynamic, that you know how to get what you want in life. And that's the sun there, right? Did I say? And the sun, he thinks you have a healthy mindset. You know, I'm looking at the sun that way and thinking about emotional intelligence here. I think he thinks you have a healthy mindset, and that, you know, with the Eight of Swords reversed, you're not afraid of stepping out and doing what you need to do in order to get what you desire.
I'm going to take it a little bit differently and say that I think that maybe Azamat understands your desires, your wishes, and feels you will get your wish someday. I feel that he thinks your life will be happy, the sun will shine, and
That's nice.
And I think he feels it comes when you feel more your own power, your own sense of freedom, being able to remove impediments or illusions about yourself that, you know, maybe hold yourself back. So I think that some of this he feels is you coming into your own vision or power in a sense, and that will help you find your dream and your wish.
No. Did you see that? He was messing with my chat. He was messing with the chat.
He wanted to
say hi to Kara, I guess.
Yes, I know that's what it was.
You know, and with the scythe...
Oh, okay, that's interesting to sell. I'm not sure these cards apply towards that.
Oh, yeah, you know, I don't see it other than possibly with the scythe here, with the Lenormand. Because it could be that he wishes you could cut ties a little bit more with your sister, maybe that would apply. But I was actually looking at that again and thinking that he feels you know how to cut free from things that hold you back. So you might, you know, looking at all this positivity, if you do feel that he doesn't, you know, he's not too comfortable with you being that close with your sister, it may be because he feels a little bit intimidated by the strengths that he sees you have.
I like that. I don't know if I would have gone that way. I probably would have went with the more traditional idea, but I think this is a hint of what that's about, Asel. And I do feel too that maybe it correlates a little bit with that Eight of Swords reverse, because maybe that expresses his idea that he thinks you would be more successful, more happy if you kind of got away from that. You know, the Eight of Swords reversed is sort of removal from us from a situation that maybe contains you. This could be nuanced to say that he just sort of feels that way about, you know, the closeness bond, that he wishes, you know, you were a little more separable. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. And I think that he just ultimately wishes you the happiness of your own that you would want. He just sort of feels maybe that, you know, being too close to your sister is sort of a wedge there between you seeking your own destiny.
I kind of just feel he thinks you're a strong person. I mean, it's got the sun, it's got the Nine of Cups. There is really not a single negative card here, because the Psyche standing alone with the key just sort of means something needs to be cut away, or it has to do with this cutting away process. There's nothing negative here at all. And so, you know, so I'm just thinking here, maybe he's just intimidated by what a strong person you are, but I feel there's nothing but pretty good vibes here.
I think he thinks you're a nice person. I think that's evidenced by the sun mostly, but also the Nine of Cups, Asel. I think he feels you're a pleasant person, you're desirable for someone, and you're happy. You seem to have a lot of what you want. That's his impression. I mean, it may not reflect how you feel totally, but I think that he does care about you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So he doesn't like that your sister's very close to you. I mean, that's possible, but you know what? That may not be because he doesn't like you. It might be that just he wants more time with your sister, And, some people are more possessive than others. It may not be anything personal, that we don't see it here right now anyway. So, good luck with that.
All right, and you're welcome too. All right, so Libra wants a general reading, and glad you came back, but I knew you would. We wouldn't have cut you out.
Yeah. All right, general reading, so your deck.
Okay, so I'm going to use my my Olympus, no, not an Olympus, my Tarot of the Animal Lords.
Bye, Sonny. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Lucky Libra.
Oh, how nice. That's very nice. Well, congratulations to your sister. I hope she's happy.
Absolutely. Okay, so Libra's getting a general reading. We missed you, Violet.
We missed you. We managed, but, we missed you.
We handled it barely.
Mr. O's not very patient with me managing the list. I'm just going to say that. He's much more patient with you.
Well, I can't reach out and throttle you, but if I had to... Okay. Oh, no. That's too bad, Kara.
Oh, no.
Libra, sorry, I've been stalling here. Your first card, I'm just going to throw them all out.
Yeah.
It's the reversed Ace of Swords. It's the upright Nine of Pentacles. That's pretty. I like that one. And it's the upright Judgment.
Oh, and so then we have the lily popped up again.
Lilies have returned. The lilies of the valley. And the Anchor.
So that Ace of Swords reversed. Perhaps you may have suffered a setback, or you will be, and that's right, because it's a general reading. So you may suffer a setback of some sort, or disappointed in something that you wanted really badly, whatever it is, Libra, and you've decided once you got it that, it really wasn't all it was cracked up to be after all. So, there's a little bit of disappointment or a feeling of, well, I got what I wanted, but, I'm not happy with it. And the Nine of Pentacles here indicates that you are striving for a certain level of comfort and achievement that maybe this didn't provide for you. And so you're still looking for that, I feel. And Judgment is here to say you may have to make some revisions, or maybe change in some way your expectations. Maybe create something new, go after something new, reawaken something else, because this just really wasn't it for you. So now it's time to move forward and to try something different, or go for a different goal or achievement.
Well, I think these cards are interesting, Libra. I sort of feel that maybe there was something you were really trying to achieve and it didn't work out, and it seemed to work against you. But maybe it didn't really totally backfire, because you're sitting there comfortably in your own space, sort of enjoying things. And so maybe what really happened was just sort of a realignment, a sense of things coming to their conclusion. I wanted to say justice, but judgment isn't exactly justice. But sometimes the idea that everybody gets what they deserve or should deserve sort of filters in there. And so I sort of feel like if there were regrets about something that didn't work out for you, a particular goal you had, it probably worked out for the best anyway, or it will be. I think this is still in the future because you're still going to find yourself where you're at comfortable, and maybe you'll have a realization that this was meant to be this way.
I feel with the anchor and the lily, you just have to anchor yourself in, recognizing that it may take a little bit more time, but you might get something that you really want. Like I said before, you will be still striving for something that will make you feel more comfortable, will make you feel like you've really achieved something big. And it just may take a little bit more time. So think more long term, that maybe this didn't work out, but there is something you will start working on that will take more time, but it may pay off in the end.
I kind of like that and would use that for myself because it kind of goes where I go to the coda point here, the idea that, there's a realization that things more or less worked out the way they should have. And it sort of sets the stage for saying this is just a sign to you to be consistent and to keep, moving slow steps. It's going to be a process of getting there, but you may get there eventually.
So basic message from me for the general reading is, you get something and you're kind of like, dissatisfied, but ultimately it will maybe put you on a direction of moving towards something that will pan out to be much better for you. So good luck with that. Just hang in there. We all have setbacks and disappointments. We all think sometimes, it's like when you make a purchase, you thought, oh, this is going to be the greatest thing in my life. And then when you start using it, you realize, well, maybe not.
Not so much.
Not so much. Good luck with that, Libra.
Good luck,
and
Libra.
Lena is up.
Is it Lena?
I think. Oh, no, I'm way off. What's going on here?
It's Ari.
It's Ari. I have them out of order.
Hi, Ari.
That's me. Ari is up, and then Marijana, and then Lena. Okay. Don't know what I was thinking of here. Okay.
So that's going to be your deck.
And you know what's funny again? I forgot to put Kara on the list. Kara, I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm so sorry. Kara, Victoria, and Jamie's Cowboy, and Violet Lotus. I got everybody else right. Okay.
Your deck.
I did, but I think I just skipped over. I just did something weird. Don't ask.
Your deck.
I know. I'm looking at the question. What would be the best thing for me to do to manifest true love sooner? Okay. Well, for that one, I guess I'll use the Unfinished Business Ghostly Tarot.
Oh, well, thank you, Jamie. Wait till we start bickering. You might change your mind.
Yeah. No, that's the fun stuff.
And usually our moderator will say, stand by for bickering.
We have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun on this show. And if you really want to have a happy time, come to our happy hour show, which is going to be later this week. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. We only do a single card message for people there, and it's no questions. We just give you a positive message, but we have such a good time on that show.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And we give a blessing at the end for namaste purposes, and it's all good.
For namaste purposes. All right.
Ah, okay. That's good to know.
For some.
I was talking about what Jamie said.
Oh, whoops. Okay. I didn't see that.
A fellow empath.
I am very empathic.
Yes, coffee must bring, or your beverage of choice, but it's kind of, well, it's going to be later in the day, so maybe, you're ready for a margarita. I don't know.
A real happy hour.
The real happy hour.
All right. Well, okay. So we are on Airy. We got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. We'll talk about that, Airy.
You're just going to lay them out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if it fit your pattern at all.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not in my opinion. I want to see it all. Ten of Wands is upright. Oh, boy. And the King of Swords is reversed. Dying to see her.
Pepsi works, that's right.
Dying to see her Lenormand, Mr. O.
King of Swords, reversed. Thanks, Violet. Yes, it will be later this Saturday. So they're reversed, the same cards but reversed. The Grim Reaper from a previous one, and the Skeleton Key is the moderator.
There seems to be a little bit of a pattern in this. Oh, get your hands away. You covered it up. What's that middle card? It's the Ten of Wands. That's right. The Ten of Wands. So bright. Why you did that? You just covered it up.
Because I wanted to see in the view.
Okay.
Hello?
They are bigger cards, I admit. Well, it's like we've said, so you could find your true love sooner. Is that what it was?
I thought you read the question.
I did read it. Do you remember it exactly? Then tell me what it is.
I didn't
What would be
say
the
that.
best thing for me to do to manifest true love sooner? Well, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed here, and that indicates to me that it may not be in your best interests to manifest it sooner. It's just got to happen when it happens. Because when you play with fate, when you play with your fate, when you play with your destiny, bad luck sometimes can occur. Would you agree?
I agree. And it's very interesting that you asked that question because, of course, the next card is the Ten of Wands. And look, babies. Be careful what you ask for.
Well, maybe she wants to start a family.
I know she does, but I felt that Aria has always sort of expressed there's a timetable. This timetable may be rushed.
Well, the Ten of Wands traditionally just tells me, too, is that I think the cards are telling you don't keep stressing this. Don't burden yourself with the when or making it sooner. I wish I could have, if these cards came up any differently, Ari, I might be painting a different story here and being able to tell you what to do. But I think what the cards are telling you is don't tempt fate. Let things unfold as they are supposed to. You're stressing yourself out too much over wanting this to happen soon. And with that last card there, the King of Swords, you could make some unfortunate choices and decisions that wouldn't be in your best interests if you rush this thing forward.
Like that Ten of Wands Preggers lady.
Do you want anything to add with the King?
Well, I think you sum it up really well. The King of Swords reversed could be the idea of just a blunder that you didn't really want and that maybe you could have prevented if you were a little bit more thinking. The swords relates to the mental element, and especially with the court cards, some sense of clarity may be coming through. And this is saying, don't make an unclear decision. Don't make a decision that you're going to possibly regret or that seems to be moving you into more chaos even. Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer. The Lenormand, again, the key is, the type of things the choices you make for yourself. And I think here you have to be careful. I really feel that Scythe ties into that King of Swords reversed here. And it's cautioning you to not rush this process, to take your time and, choose wisely.
I agree. The Scythe is all about that action of cutting things.
You want my tea?
The key, though, is to know exactly what to cut and when. And so it's kind of like saying maybe the King of Swords does have a role here in terms of you clearing away, what stands in your way once you can really focus that way. But the key may be to use sparingly, to make sure that it's a delicate operation, whatever it is you are creating or uncreating.
Sunny likes...
Hi, Candy. Thank you.
Oh, my thing isn't moving up. I was going to say, who are you talking to all these people and I'm not seeing them? Okay.
Well, you've admitted that you're not really good at
My
watching
cat
the list.
wasn't scrolling. It wasn't scrolling. It was stuck.
Okay, well, that's probably because you zoomed back up and then it sticks there.
Maybe it was my fault. I can't rule it out. So, Candy, and who came before Jennifer?
Thank you, Jamie. That's very nice of you. Thank you.
Well, so I'm sorry, Ari. It's saying, nope, we're not going to let you rush it. At least not today. They're just not giving you that advice. So they just say, let this play out the way it's meant to. Anything worth having is worth waiting for, right? All right.
Full moon.
Sunny liked
Let's get the cauldron going, everyone.
Sunny liked what was in my Detroit Lions cup, which is spearmint, a nice strong brew of spearmint tea. Oh, it's so good. So good.
All right, so Marihana is up. Marijana. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so I'm sorry. Will Christian's Secrets come out this month? Ooh, I should have had my secrets.
I guess we
tarot
need to
for
do
that
a
one.
yes/no on that, don't we?
We could do a yes or no
I
on that
think
one.
we should.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Todd Alcott's Horror Tarot. It's sort of done in a pulp magazine or homage to previous generation ideas about horror, comic books, movie posters, paperback covers, things of that sort. Hi there. So, that's a very easy question to ask. Will Christian Secrets come out this month?
Cauldron equals hot tub.
You've just reminded me of a joke.
Did she? Because it looks
Yeah,
like you can't think of it.
Well, I don't want to get it wrong, so I have to think it
okay.
through. You know how it is.
Yeah.
What do you call 12 witches in a hot tub? A self-cleaning coven.
Oh. Self-cleaning coven.
I didn't write that joke. Someone else did.
Huh,
You know the self-cleaning oven thing?
I get it. Wah,
Did you?
Wah.
Thanks for interrupting.
All right. Did you lose count?
I did.
What is that one?
Number 15. 6 of Pentacles.
Oh.
Whoops, that was the ace.
Let's see this one. Spirit of Charity, but it's reversed. Okay.
So I did our yes or no spread. We're going to throw some Lenormand on it too. And we look for aces to give us an idea of whether or not this thing is happening. So our first card was not an ace. It was the reverse 6 of Pentacles. But we did get one ace. And then we also got, that was the Ace of Pentacles. And then we also got the reversed 4 of Cups. So based on the initial idea there, it is leaning towards no. There is a slight chance that maybe the secret will come out. These other cards may give us some information. But let's throw the Lenormand too. It's the Fox in Lenormand and the Woman. So when I look at that reversed 6 of Pentacles, if there's something here that seems to be uncontrollable maybe by Kristen, and I don't know if that is about the secrets or about something that relates to that, maybe if there's a financial edge there, or if something seems to be giving away or not achieving a balance to some degree.
What's the other card on the end?
The 4 of Cups reversed.
Well, I think what's going to happen here is It's not going to come out this month. It looks like it's leaning towards no, and it just might be that the opportunity is not presenting itself. I feel here that maybe there was even a missed opportunity to get this done, whether just, I don't know, circumstances didn't allow for it. So it just didn't happen. And it might be actually because even though this is a woman here, I don't know if Christian is a man or a woman, but either way, that could signify Christian. And I feel here, maybe they have a way of being sneaky still and putting off this from happening. Maybe they're doing something to delay people finding out. Because I think we've read about this before, haven't we? And we've said that people will find out the truth eventually, I think. But maybe right now they're being really sneaky and being able to cover it up for the moment. And I feel that maybe basically too with the Six of Pentacles. It may not seem fair to you, but it's just not going to happen maybe this quickly. And you said this month, right? October. So October's half over.
Yeah, you should ask us again.
Ask us again at the beginning of November and if it hasn't happened, which, it's leaning towards
chance.
no. It may still happen, but it's not likely. So if it doesn't happen, Marijana, why don't you ask us at the beginning of November and we'll see what the likelihood is in November.
Another thing about that Six of Pentacles reverse that bothers me or intrigues me, Marijana, is that it feels like this is really up to Christian on certain levels, and he can either hold back or he can let it get out. And so part of that is that maybe, like Banshee said, he's waiting for an opportunity, or an opportunity of some sort needs to come along that will allow this to change. And I feel that maybe it has a business to it, but maybe it's also about, his need to hold on to this, which I see from the Six of Pentacles. And so he may be fighting this. And I don't know if that really sounds on the sport there.
Let's ask Jisud. Hi.
Oh, you're Garima. You're Garima.
Oh, is that Garima?
I think so. Yes. Right, because you talked before about your accident.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, Garima.
Thanks for joining us tonight. So I think that's what we got, Marijana. I think it's not coming out next month, or it's only a little chance. And very likely Christian is the person that sort of is holding on to that, not wanting to let that secret come out, which is obvious. You probably didn't need me to tell you that, but maybe there's just more involved in terms of how his mind thinks about waiting for the right time or the circumstance he wants. You're welcome.
You're very welcome. And thanks for those words, Jamie. I appreciate
that very much. Thank you.
Well, we like to think we are the sleeper tarot readers out here. When people discover us, they seem to be all in. And we have a very loyal, fan base here that wants readings. And we're really pleased when we expand more. So we appreciate you coming on board and hope you stick around.
Absolutely. Right. And I don't think there's a lot of tarot teams like we are, out there. So that's the idea too, is you get this interplay between us, the idea that maybe each of us has something there and you can judge for yourself.
Because we're in sync.
I think we're just sick.
Silly man. All right. All right, so let's go.
Okay, so Lena's question, spirit reading for the next 5 months, please.
All right. We'll leave that 3 cards. We'll do 3 cards. Let me use...
That's kind of the same question, Violet. I'm not going to split hairs too much with that. I mean, our reading might be able to pull all of that in there. We'll take a look at it.
All right, I'll use the Ghost and Spirits Tarot.
All right. And I'm back to the Halloween Lenormand. And I'm going to remind everybody at this point that tomorrow morning, my show, The Emotional Exchanges, will debut at 7 a.m. And I'm using the Santa Muerte Tarot, reading from the top and bottom to reveal two things. What is basically your emotional challenge or opportunity? And the bottom card, what is the action that's required for that? So that's after 7 a.m. tomorrow on our YouTube channel. Hope you check it out.
All right. We're ready to go. Spirit reading for the next 5 months. Oh, we have the Star reversed. We have the Two of Cups upright. Wow. We have the Ace of Wands upright. Dying to see those Lenormand. But I can get started with this one, I think. You know, I think there's something in the next 5 months, Spirit is saying, you're going to be feeling, what do you got there?
The Dark Heart. It's kind of interesting. We get these, these emotional cards.
And the ship, right?
The ship, the ghost ship, yes.
All right, well, I think there's two things going on here. I really do. And probably only two. The Spirit reading is talking about a time where, you're feeling kind of pessimistic and doubtful, whether it's about your future, whether it's about a certain direction in your life, whether it's about something that you just feel you're never going to obtain in your life, whether it's financial stability or, well-being or, a relationship, love in your life. Well, forget the love part because something might be happening, Spirit is saying here. But, I can't help but think still you're pessimistic about something. And so maybe, sometimes when we are really at a low, you never know what'll come into our lives to pick up our spirits once more, right? And it looks to me as though there could be the start of a relationship here. There's the Two of Cups and there's the Ace of Wands. So it could be one of two things. I'm leaning towards romance because you also have the Dark Heart here. So it looks like it could be the start of a relationship, the beginning of something that could be growthful. The Ace of Wands is here, which is growth in a way, and the enthusiasm. Remember I said you were pessimistic? Ace of Wands is going to be picking up your spirits really well. And so is that Two of Cups, huh?
All of these cards, Lena, seem to portend to the idea that over the next 5 months you may have this feeling initially that things are, like Banshee said, somewhat pessimistic or dreary, but really batten down the hatches because it does seem like maybe something is in the offing and it may be like a very strong, charming kind of friendship begins that maybe has aspects of people moving together, like clicking, and it really is reinforced by the idea of what we see in the Lenormand, the ship. You're moving towards something you really care about, and so it sounds like something happens that really takes off well. It's a relationship. Maybe if it's not a relationship, it's just something that you really have desired for a long time finally happening, whether it's the dream job or the dream house or situation.
Right, that's just it too, Lena. That would be secondary to me, is that could be just something you're very, very passionate about that's beginning for you, and it's a new beginning for you, and it's very happy, and you're moving towards it. That ship, is quite indicative of that. And that heart. So you're moving towards something you're very passionate about or someone. Kind of like this. Good luck with that, Lena.
Okay. Kara, what do your guides have for you? Let's see. I'm going to use the Olympus Tarot because those are deities, even if they're not exactly the ones you follow the most.
Kara, I feel bad. I don't know why I keep leaving you off my list. I'm sorry. Don't know how that happened.
Can't you take a hint? No. I'm kidding.
I'm mortified.
I'm being a Scorpio.
Kara and I are Twitter buds. Come on.
Kara's everybody's friend. We love you, Kara. I know I'm a monkey's butt, right? All right, Kara, let's see what we got for you, or what your guides have for you. This is a regular 3 cards, or?
What do my guides have for me? No, that's mine, I think.
Alrighty.
So what do your guides have for you?
So our first card is the Empress, and it's upright. So it's what they're always telling you, Kara. They want you to do more. They want you to be more productive. They want you to be more artistic. They feel you have many other talents that maybe you have put off to the side, or maybe you don't really know much about or you don't care about, but maybe they're thinking there are things that you can do that you haven't been thinking about doing, and those would be a valid point for creativity or success or furtherance.
Well, I was just going to say that your guides want you to express yourself creatively. Work on creative goals, creative projects. If not to really show to the world, but just to stimulate yourself, your own enthusiasm, to bring joy into your life. And also I have a feeling here that they may be they may actually put a little seed in your head. Maybe if you're concerned, like, well, what do they want me to do? Start painting again? This and that. Maybe they're going to let you know, while the veil is thin here, what you should be working on. But I do feel it involves something creative.
How come we didn't get to see the purple hair?
I guess
Victoria
I wasn't
saw
at this. I guess they want you to dye your hair purple. That was gorgeous. I guess I missed it because I'm in and off Twitter a lot lately. I've just been really distracted here by stuff, but I'm going to try to get a little bit more engaged again.
Why is that important? Why do your guides want you to be more creative, to express yourself more creatively? And it's the 4 of Cups, because they think you've just been sitting there not wanting to make a choice. If you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice, except for you, Kara, because your guides expect better of you. They say, get off of the fence or whatever and go and do the thing.
They think you might be a little bit lethargic. They think you might be just maybe feeling a little listless right now. Sometimes it amounts to overwork or just feeling exhausted, but I sense in this case it's something else. You've just been kind of not focusing yourself on any one thing and just being, I'm just going to say it, a little bit lazy. So they want you to stimulate yourself through some creative activities and endeavors.
Where will it ultimately lead? A damn reversed card.
Oh, man.
It's the 10 of Pentacles. You'll be broke because you'll be running to the art supply store or wherever it is, scooping up all of the products you need to be creative.
Well, I'm going to be a little bit less...
silly?
No, less negative on this. It is a negative card, but the cards we had preceding it, they're not that bad. Let me throw the Lenormand first, though, just before I open my mouth and I say something that
I don't really feel that way. I'll get back to that in a minute.
I feel something here, but...
And in Lenormand, we got the Child. You know what that means. And the Sith. Okay, no Eddie Kruger stuff.
All right, stop. Just stop, because I didn't go to that last card yet, and I want to do that. What did I want to say
Freddy
about that?
Krueger.
What is it again?
The 10 of Pentacles reversed.
Yes, the 10 of Pentacles reversed. What I wanted to say is, this is not something that necessarily you're going to have to do long term or put a lot of effort in. Really, right now, I think what Spirit has in mind for you is just to temporarily uplift yourself and re-inspire yourself and re-engage yourself in things again. So that's why I think the Ten of Pentacles is reversed here. Sometimes it talks about long-term goals and strategizing, and when it's reversed, it's saying, well, there is no long-term goal here. So it's not a long-term goal. They just want you to do something now to get off your butt and and re-engage.
Well, the other thing I wanted to possibly include with the Ten of Pentacles reversed is that maybe this is a sense really that to some degree this is going to be all on your own part, that you're not going to necessarily engage with other people on this, that other people aren't going to help you. Other people aren't going to say, oh, well, you should do this or do that. It could even indicate that maybe a level of support from those closest around you, your family or your more closest friends, they're not going to really kind of get it. They're like, well, this is really, not the Kara we want. We want Kara to be more for us and not more for herself. Just going to say that.
Look at the pickle.
Aw. So with the Lenormand, then...
Well...
Go ahead.
I think that, again, I think this is saying that maybe, things have been kind of hard lately, and, maybe you feel like,
Oberon and Banshee are always telling you to get with the program.
I sort of look at this with the child, though, and I'm thinking to myself, because, the sixth is a cutting implement. Spirit wants you to stop cutting back on, doing things that might be considered childish. In other words, find that childlike joy once more. Don't cut it out of your life. Do things that re-inspire your imagination, your creativity. They want you to play in the mud, for crying out loud. They want you to make mud pies. They want you to do something, creative. Maybe they want you to, cut back on the things that pull you away from allowing yourself to have that childlike wonder and fun.
I like that. I think I could go with that because I think the other cards express that too. When we are in our creative sense, we are really channeling something that's very pure and is not necessarily in the continuum of adult to young adult to teenage. It's just, that kind of creativity is timeless in a way. And maybe that's what this is about too, is that.
Blow bubbles outside. Go walking in the fall leaves and crunching them underfoot. Dive into a pile of leaves somewhere. The other thing is there's some very cool, simple, magical practices at this time of year, like taking an autumn leaf and writing an intention on it and either letting the wind carry it away or putting it in a stream or a body of water and letting it float away. Things like that inspire the inner child.
Oh, Victoria.
Ah! Sounds like a plan. There you go.
So your guides want you to, not forget the childlike joy and actual things you can accomplish by getting into your creative moods and spirits. And we know that you're creative. We've seen some of that stuff you've done. So go for it.
All right. Who's purring here?
Oh,
so loudly. Oh my gosh, he was so cuddled with me. I took a nap today. This was nap day. Oh my goodness. I had a tough chair yoga workout this morning. Chair yoga dance. And I don't know. I've had a lot of energy these last few days, but today, flatline. Just flatline. Not sure why. Anyway. All right.
your turn.
I know, I'm thinking of a deck. I think I'll use the Everyday Witch Tarot.
With all of my projects going, will something pay off soon?
I'm just going to do 3 cards on that, I think.
Alrighty. And we're into our second hour.
That's silly.
Muddy smut. Or is it smutty mud? Hey, Sonny, what's up?
All right.
Who's my boy? Who's my boy?
All right.
You like when I rub your ears, don't you?
Okay, well, we have the Four of Swords reversed. That's pretty good. But I'm seeing reversals here. The Page of Wands is reversed. And the Queen of Wands is reversed.
Victoria gets all reverse cards. What did we do?
What did I do? I'm sorry, Victoria. Very sad. Did you?
But
let your
that Queen of
papa
Wands
win?
reversed, that could be smut. I'm just saying. No, I'm not.
The Four of Swords reverse says, well, let me start with that Page of Wands. You know, if you're not getting the results you had hoped for, you know, there's delays or there's disappointments or there's just it seems like you're not making the progress you had hoped with that Page of Wands reversed. I think the Four of Swords and the other card fit together. I think the Four of Swords says to get moving on ways to highlight your talents and skills more. I hate to say it, but there's got to be a better way to promote yourself maybe and what you do. Whether it's trying to appeal on people one-on-one, however, whatever it takes, something's got to change to make you more, to make everybody more aware of why they should be coming and checking your services, your books, everything out. It's that Queen of Wands reversed. It's saying you're still not being seen enough, if that makes sense. And that's why things are not still working out. And you're going to have to find a way to re-energize, refresh either your marketing strategy or something to make this happen.
Okay, I take back those other things I said. I was just being silly. I think that the Four of Swords sounds like some sort of recovery is going to happen or is possible. It may still have a delay to it because that's that Page of Wands reversed, that maybe it comes as a message and you might be close to the deadline on it of this opportunity, whatever this is that comes to you somehow. The Queen of Wands may just be saying, excuse me, some of this is not filling you with a lot of confidence. So some of this is about your own attitude, perhaps. You have to change your attitude to some degree. But I think I have good news with the Lenormand, because the first card is you're Lady Pumpkinhead.
Lady Pumpkinhead.
But you also have the pumpkin coming towards you. The pumpkin is clover. That's luck.
Wow. It's almost as if, like magic. No.
Something lucky.
There's a lucky occurrence or something coming towards you.
This opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, maybe something will surface. So I think what these are saying is you haven't been lucky so far. Things haven't been working out so far. Let's put it that way. But a turn of luck could change that. I still stand with what I said, though, that you really have to do something more to get yourself out there and be seen. And maybe once you do that, it's like something's going to click. Something's just going to click and it's going to open a door for you.
All right. Good luck, Victoria.
Wow. Nice. Well, I'm glad we had that happy ending after my sad cards. Anyway, good luck with that, Victoria. All right, we're on Jamie's Cowboys.
Jamie's Cowboys.
Well, my friend, please forgive me over these lies that were told. She won't communicate with me. It's been 4 weeks and she's on my Facebook Messenger, but nothing. So I take it, were you the one that told the lies, or is that why your friend is upset at you? Or was somebody telling lies about you and she's not forgiving you, but they were lies? Using the Urban Tarot.
Yes, my relatively new Urban Tarot.
It's not a new deck, but it's new for him.
It's new for me.
Yes, telling lies about me and believe them. Got it. Okay. I kind of figured that was it. Okay.
Well, that's too bad.
Oh, people these days.
Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, I don't know. So the Urban Tarot was a tarot that Banshee advised me to buy or suggested I buy, and I've only used it a little bit, but I do like it. It has a nice look. The cards are a little bit long for my achy fingers.
Yeah, how are you going to fit them in there?
I don't know. I understand that too, Jamie. You know, I'm a Scorpio, so sometimes even though I don't like a person, I still want them in my life for some reason. I don't know, it's kind of twisted, right? Anyway, here we go. So our first card is the Prince of Swords. Oh my goodness, I don't know if the Prince is like the page or the Knight. Let's just go with it for the moment.
What are you saying?
I think it's the page.
Okay.
And it's called, subtitled, The Hacker. It's upright. Okay, then I have the Queen of Swords, and she is subtitled The Painter, which is kind of odd for a Queen of Swords, in my opinion. And then I have the Knight of Swords.
Wow.
The Game Master.
Well, I guess that solved that. We know that's the page.
Yes, so the Prince would be the page.
You have all sword court cards?
No, the first... Oh, they are.
Yeah.
You're right. Indeed.
Well, it's interesting because it's all people, and your question is about people. But, you know, we don't always read them as people. I think the Prince of Swords here up the right indicates that either dialogue is necessary or maybe there will be some type of communication. I have a feeling here maybe they just need some time, you know, to figure things out. I'm hoping. But, you know, dialogue certainly would help. And, you know, so maybe whatever you can do, unless they blocked you, of course, and you can't get through, then that could be a problem. But if you can maybe even try to, you know, keep engaging and trying to set the record straight, it may help. It may also indicate here that maybe you need somebody to intervene between the two of you. You know, somebody to act on your behalf who may be friends with this other person too.
I find it really interesting that, you know, part of your question talked about, you know, the social media aspects of this. And here we have a card that is subtitled The Hacker. He's sitting before a laptop, the person in the image. And so I sort of feel like this suggests that there was somebody who used their talents for ill. I don't know if I'm going to the question, will they forgive you? It sort of feels like the cause is still there, that there's still this idea there that somebody is causing an irritation. And so maybe that suggests to me that your friend is not going to easily forgive you. Did you move on to the next one?
No, I didn't. Which
Queen
one?
of Swords.
It's
upright.
It is upright. The Queen of Swords can be, you know, this person may have made their decision. You know, they may have made their decision already. But I still feel you need to get that answer once and for all. You know, this would be a cold, tough answer. Sometimes but they try to be fair. They're trying to be fair. And I see what you wrote there that they didn't block you, but you told her you wish we never reconnected. And so, she may just be honoring your wish there and not wanting to reconnect, saying, okay, you don't want to reconnect with me, then we're not going to reconnect. And so that's a possibility here, that she's saying, okay, then, well. And so that's why you may need somebody to intervene here. And what's that final card?
The Knight of Swords.
And it's upright too. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think maybe this is saying that something may happen sooner than later. You may get a communication, or you may be able to move this along somehow to resolve this one way or another sooner than later. The Knight of Swords is pretty fast moving. So perhaps if she's made her mind up, or this person has made their mind up, they may decide to let you know or make it very clear, where they stand. And
the Queen, wait, I didn't get to say anything other than the first card. The Queen of Swords, to me, Jamie's Cowboys, is them having made their decision. And that the sense that they realize that for themselves, they know they made the right decision, whatever that may ultimately be. I get a little bit of a sense like maybe you don't really know exactly what their decision is. That's okay. It's a decision that they know they can live with, but they don't necessarily care if anyone else can't live with it. So then finally with the Knight of Swords, I kind of agree with Banshee there that maybe what the decision is like to not do something at this time, and that maybe they are the person who is instituting a chill at this time and then will respond by a quicker movement at some point, deciding to re-engage. I got the feeling like maybe they might re-engage, so I would be curious about hearing about that.
I think we'll have to do a yes-no on this because we're both at odds. I don't know if they're going to re-engage. I'm not that convinced. But I'm not convinced they're not. And here's why, too.
Well, the Knight of Swords is kind of an interloper.
Well, the Knight of Swords moves quickly, and I just think it's a quick decision, and I think there might be a quick communication about it, one way or the other.
The Key and the Garden.
And so, again, I think the key, and it's interesting, the garden can be about social media or, internet kind of activity. But I also think here it's people. It's like if there's anybody else, like I said, who can intervene in some way and find out for you what this person really wants to do or what they're thinking right now, it might be best to go that route. We need to pause this just for a minute. Hold on. Are we quiet? Yes.
Okay. No, we're not quiet. Hold on a moment, please. We're sorry about that. We had a slight emergency.
Yeah, it was not a big deal. It has nothing to do with the reading. Sorry, Jamie. But I do want to say that I feel here that others may have a role in this. And like you said, others spread lies. Is there somebody there that you still trust that is involved with this other person too that can't, possibly get more information for you? That would be my best scenario right now. But I think we want to
We're going to do a yes or no for you.
We're going to do
We want to give you a more definitive answer.
We're going to do a quick yes, no for you and decide. Are those easy to tell, the aces?
Yes.
All right.
I think.
I hope. So we'll do that quickly, and we will see what the likelihood of this is at this point in time. Now, the tarot being a snapshot in time, things may change, circumstances may change. But I think your best bet right now is to kind of see if you can't ferret out information some other way about what's going on with this person and what they think.
All right.
So it's one ace.
No, it's
Oh,
the world, the universe.
all right.
It was the 13th card.
Okay. Thank you. That's an ace.
That's an ace. Says
Mhm.
one. An ace below. And that's the 5 of Cups.
Upright.
Upright. Disappointment, it says.
Well, they're not going to forgive very easily.
It's leaning towards no.
So it's leaning towards no. It's not a definite no. So what I would say is at this point and time, they're very disappointed. They're just disappointed and feeling like sorrow over, and they may be feeling sorrow over what has been lost here or just the situation itself.
I agree with that, but that world card, to me, the Aeon it's called, sort of suggests that they feel the cycle has ended.
Yeah, they may feel that things are done, that this cycle has ended and that they are done. Now, this being said, it's leaning towards no, they're not going to forgive you, but it's not a definite no. That's why I'm saying, if you want to keep trying or just throw out one more salvo out there and say, I really don't want to let you go. I'm sorry this has happened, but these were lies to begin with about me. Can we get beyond this? Maybe it's possible. But right now, this person is still feeling very disappointed and doesn't seem to feel at the point of wanting to go through this again. I wish I had better news, so sorry about that, but did we do the Lenormand on this?
You did it with the first set of cards.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And that's all. We only do it for that. So, yeah. Okay, right. That's right. I had the key. I forgot.
Well, thank you for coming tonight, Jamie.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I hope that helped. I mean, it may not be what you were hoping to hear.
You're welcome.
But check back with us again if situations haven't changed, or even if it has changed and you want some different information on it. Good luck with that. And thanks for subscribing.
Thank you again for subscribing, indeed. Thank
you.
It's
a good question, isn't it? So maybe she hasn't shut the door completely yet, but the way she's feeling right now, because she's so disappointed, is that it's over. But she hasn't stopped yet. So that's why I'm saying maybe there's still a possibility to try another time or two and see if you can get her to get this person to come around. So good luck with that.
All right.
And we are on Candy.
No, we're on Jennifer.
We're on Jennifer.
What do the guides want me to know about the full moon and what follows?
I kind of mushed my list together there, and Candy and Jennifer were almost on the same line. All right.
So we are back with this live stream on Sunday where we answer your questions. Hey, Jennifer. And we'll be on Sunday 2 to 4 p.m. for another round. You can also find our daily cards and oracles on Facebook, Instagram, Bluesky, X, and Threads, as well as an enhanced version here on YouTube.
So the full moon and what follows, and that full moon was in Aries. Woohoo!
All right, and I'm going to prepare the Lenormand from the Halloween net Lenormand.
And I'm using the Shadowlands Tarot. Okay, we got the Four of Cups upright. So what do the guides want you to know about the full moon and what follows? So the Four of Cups upright indicates that maybe some type of, you have to decide sometimes. Sometimes opportunity comes knocking on our door, but are we ready for it? Do we want it? Is it in our best interests to take it? So I get the feeling that that's what this full moon and what's happening beyond might bring. Some opportunity coming your way, whether it's in business, romance, or whatever. But you have to determine if this is really right for you right now and if you really want to pursue it. It may be worth pursuing. And sometimes opportunities only come knocking once and they're gone forever. So it's up to you if you can fit it into your busy life or not.
Sometimes this card also indicates that maybe there may be more than one opportunity, or there may be one thing that you may have to study about that maybe there are pros and cons, but then maybe there are some other extrapolations from that. So this is sort of a card of thinking that it's saying, the full moon may bring you a sense of some options or different crossroads you can choose.
So why is that important? Well, I wonder if it has to do with finances or money.
It's the reversed Knight of Pentacles.
Yeah, because you could lose money or a money-making opportunity of some sort if you're not paying attention. It may just have something to do with your finances, whether you're trying to get a loan even or something like that. You miss something, a chance to, or get out of debt. Maybe you miss a chance or an opportunity that could help you in some way, financially or materially. If it's not financial, what do you think?
Well, I also think that the Knight of Pentacles sort of represents the idea of some inertia. And so it may be important for you to really slow down. So you can really study these things. Maybe that card shows up here because it normally is a sense of really wanting to slow it down, but not to the point of stagnation. You don't want to stagnate, but maybe what these opportunities are really can't be dealt with quickly.
Take care, Victoria.
Bye, Victoria.
See you soon, hopefully.
Love you too.
Aww.
We will do your happy birthday reading soon.
We'll do it Sunday.
That's soon. Whether you're there or not.
Yeah. All right.
So I feel like that's what that's saying is that you might need to be really slow, or something about this maybe these opportunities will maybe really pause you in a way that is not necessarily conducive for you. Like maybe they're staggering opportunities or something about them sort of says, whoa.
Well, since he brought up the slowness thing, I'm just going to add that maybe, you know how I said here that you got to be paying attention, and see, that's just it. Why is this important is because you could miss an opportunity because you are not paying attention. Your mind is elsewhere, you're distracted, or
you're sluggish.
And so that could be another thing going on here. So you really got to be alert and keep your eyes open for opportunity or opportunities that might be presenting themselves.
Where will it lead to? You're welcome.
Well, it's interesting. I could look at this two different ways. I mean, it's kind of negative, but what it's saying here is that, whatever this opportunity is, where things are headed, first off, if you aren't paying attention and you miss this opportunity, well, it could mean that you miss out on a goal, that it could have been a really important or good goal for you in your life. It could have been something good for you. But on the other hand, this could be saying to pay attention, look at this opportunity, don't let it pass you by, even if it may upend your other plans. Because I have a feeling this is coming to you for a reason. And so, even though it may cause a little bit of upheaval with other things you had planned to do, it might be worthwhile checking it out.
Is that the Two of Wands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that too. The sense with the Two of Wands reversed is maybe you might feel something is not helping your plans move forward, or something is sort of blocking them. Maybe it's that sense of inertia. But I got a real twist here in the Lenormand, Jennifer. I don't know if it's real great, but we kept saying like this Four of Cups was about opportunities that may be coming to you that you have to consider. But what if it's something else, not opportunities? Here you are, Lady Pumpkinhead, the Inquirer, that's probably you, and rats. Maybe there are other things that the full moon is bringing, some little possible mild distractions or things, because as the full moon happens, from there on, as you say, moving forward, the moon starts to wane. And that waning energy can bring some things that are not as clear for you. You didn't want to go there.
Well, not exactly, but, because I was looking at what I said and I thought to myself, well, what this is saying to me, remember how I said this could upend some of your other plans and things you were hoping to focus eventually your attention on? Well, the mice are saying that this opportunity could kind of stress you out a little bit here. And so because you really did have other plans you wanted to pursue, and now you feel like you have to put those on the back burner. So I guess the moral of this story is this: choose wisely. Decide if this is really right for you at this time. Some doors you just don't have to open. They may come, they may look good, and yeah, you may never see it again, but maybe what you're doing right now is more important to you, or what you're dealing with right now is more important to you than opening this door at this time. So it's a real dilemma here. Clearly something's coming, and whether you really choose to take it or not is really up to you and what's best for you right now.
I think we can settle with that.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Jennifer. Good to see you again. And we're on Candy B. Hey,
we are
Candy
on Candy. Hi, Candy.
Will Marlon win his court case on Tuesday?
Oh.
Ooh. What will I use for that? I think I'm going to use the Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Hey, Jennifer. So we were a little bit all over the place, or I was, back and forth.
Hey, you're welcome,
but I hope you
Jennifer.
appreciate that. And there's our Candy. Hi.
Yeah, I think we probably should close the list now, Violet.
Alrighty. So, I am going to use for Candy's reading the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Tarot. It's one of the tarots that we will be offering in our giveaway starting on Sunday. And we mentioned that earlier in the stream. We're going to be doing a...
I was just typing it, Violet, but I'll pin yours.
Flip of the wheel to do that. Somebody wants me to close the list. The list is closed. There we go.
All right.
The list is closed. The list is closed. All right.
Okay, court case on Tuesday.
So as I mentioned, the Buffy the Vampire Slayer Tarot is one of the ones we're giving away in our giveaway for Halloween. We're giving away up to 8 different tarot and oracles.
Crazy.
We'd be crazy. More details as we get closer to Sunday. Okay, will Marlon win his court case? I'm going to do 3 cards, but we reserve the right to do a yes or no if it doesn't show. So it's the reversed 5 of Cups.
Ooh,
I like this in a way. We'll get to that in a minute.
that is nice.
And then, it's the 10 of Swords. And of course,
Upright?
that's the memorable scene where Buffy sent Angel to hell.
Whoa.
And then the final one is the Six of Stakes. That's the Six of Wands. It's upright. Six of Wands.
Wow, this is really interesting here.
I think it is interesting.
We might want to do a yes/no on it, but I think at the moment, yeah, it's really interesting, all right.
There's a back and forthness here.
Well, let's take a look at that Ten of Swords first, because that's a real elephant in the room here compared to the other cards. And I feel here that there's either, I don't know if this involved a betrayal of some sort. You said it's a court case. Is it a lawsuit by chance, or is it because it just
is it a
seems
criminal case? Is it a
yeah,
civil
it
case?
seems as though there's been some real underhandedness here. Somebody who feels like they've been stabbed in the back, or even going through this court case may leave them feeling this, that they've been betrayed in
Traffic violation.
Oh, traffic violation. That they're going to be betrayed in some way. But the good news is, I think that who is it again?
Marlon.
Marlon will be able to move on from this. That's what it looks like here. They're going to be able to pick up the pieces and move on from this. And when I'm looking at the card over here, the six
of Wands,
it's a victory of some sort. So it's kind of a mixed bag here. And that's why I think we want to do the yes/no, because I think they could be victorious, but they're still going to have to do something or go through something because of this. Or
it's almost like there's a technicality that maybe throws off part of it, and so maybe Marlon has to answer to something, but something else is sort of shut aside, maybe.
I just feel they're going to be able to, move on. The Five of Cups is reversed, which means they're now ready to move on and let this go.
It's sort of like a return of some hope.
Yeah, exactly. So I think with that and the last card, it looks really, really hopeful.
I'm going to nuance the Ten of Swords because of the picture there, which recalls the episode to me, whether you're familiar or not. This was sort of like somebody was really forced to do this. Somebody felt like they had to make this thing. And I'm almost wondering if it's about a witness that's here that will try to, nail, the attempt to make Marlon lose his case.
Traffic things aren't always easy to win, which is why I'm a little leery about this reading. But I will say there is also another element to the Ten of Swords here, that they may have been knocked down, but they're picking themselves up and moving towards brighter days. It almost fits in with that Five of Cups reversed, which indicates to me maybe they felt this really threw them down for a loop, but they really might be able to challenge this and get something out of it. Let me see if the Lenormand is...
I'm going to add something about the Six of Wands because I didn't really say a lot there, but I think the Six of Wands also talks about being recognized in a good capacity for something, being recognized. And so I'm wondering if there is, even though maybe something may not work out for Marlon in the court case, there is some sort of recognition that something was good about this. I don't know what that exactly refers to. We are going to probably do a yes or no because there's a little bit of...
Well, wait till you see this.
Okay, and I don't understand it, but it sounds legalese in a way. So the man, that could be Marlon, and the coffin. Oh.
I don't know if somebody could drop the charges, so I'm not going to go there, but something's coming to an end for someone. And so, could the ticket be dropped? Or could the case be dismissed?
That's a technicality, what you just mentioned, that sometimes, I know some of these things happen, there's sort of like a definition of, well, that person who really gave the ticket isn't in the courtroom. Sometimes that works out for the defendant's favor.
So I'm hoping whatever happens here, definitely this debacle is coming to an end.
Yeah.
So let's do a quick yes/no, because let's see what the cards say are the likelihood of either yes or no. Okay. So will Marilyn win the court case?
Yeah, definitely you should come back and tell us what happened, because I'm very curious. They don't turn as easy as I would like.
Yeah, they're thicker. There's one. We'll just keep that here for now. Wow. I don't know why I'm sticking you with all the yes no's today. Well, I had one.
I need a better deck for this.
Oh my gosh.
There's 3 here.
That's it.
Yes. Okay, so it is leaning towards yes. There's more likelihood of yes because we have 2 aces, and that's what we're looking for in this count-off.
Are stakes ones?
Stakes are ones
Okay.
because scythes are...
So the
Pointy.
aces just tell us likelihood of yes or no. So it's leaning towards yes. And why?
Can't separate it, so I'm just throwing it out there. The Page of Swords.
So that sounds good, like it's going to be a just decision. So it's leaning towards yes, justice will be done. And I mean, it looks very positive, you know, like it will turn
The
out
Page
well.
of Swords, in this depiction, and it's, if you know the story, it's Dawn stealing something from the magic shop. But it represents the idea of a clever person, a person who can think. So I'm not saying he's going to steal his win, but Marlon may find that a certain level of cleverness, either on his lawyer's part or somebody's, his own part, his own words part, may help him finesse the situation. It seems like there's a possibility that he could win.
I think so. I think it's leaning heavily towards yes. So with the other cards too,
I wouldn't say
I think
heavily.
there was more of a yes than no. Just a little bit of ambiguity there. And I don't know, you know, I've never been able to successfully contest a ticket. So I'm a little leery
I
giving
definitely
you.
want to know if he got it.
Yeah, I
got
want to
through it.
know. So do let us know if they win the case or not. But it looks like there's definite probability for yes. So good luck with that.
Thanks, Candy.
And we are on Garima. Good luck with that, Candy. Well, I hope so. Some of these tickets these days, they are not cheap.
Yeah, they are way too expensive, in fact.
All right.
All right. So that's going to be your deck, right? For
Yeah.
Garima? Thanks, Candy.
The outcome of the recent accident claim will be, okay, law firm, and they mentioned they'll help. Outcome of the recent. All right. You're welcome, Candy. I will use my trick or treat tarot.
And we're just winding down here towards 9 o'clock. But just a reminder, we are on happy hour this Saturday at 4 p.m. It's a one-card message for you that promises something positive, not like, you know, what's going on here where we just tell you the truth. We're going to spin it to make it positive on happy hour.
Always positive on happy hour to give you something hopeful for the week ahead.
All right, so we're up with Garima. What is the outcome of my recent accident claim?
Well, fortunately, the Five of Cups is back and upright this time. The Wheel of Fortune's reversed. Boy, that looks gruesome. The Two of Wands is upright.
What's this deck? Oh, it's
Trick or Treat Tarot.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Lenormand. The spooky tree. Well, that's just a tree. And the deadly flowers. Well, those are just flowers. All right, Banshee.
Well, it's not looking super great. The Two of Wands is the only card up right here. And I think that it might be that, there may be some twists and turns with, legally, with the legal situation here, your accident claim. There may be some twists and turns here. I think with the Five of Cups upright, there's some disappointment. Maybe with what insurance or whoever wants to settle with you with. There's definitely some disappointment here. And I think with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I'm trying to figure this out. It's interesting because it's an accident claim. And I almost feel like that Wheel of Fortune, reversed is about like an accident,
May I?
And yeah, you may.
Okay, so the five, and I hate to say this, but I'm just going to tell you the truth that I'm seeing here. The Five of Cups does seem to be disappointment, like you didn't get enough back from insurance or who was going to help you. And the Wheel of Fortune, well, that's the wheel of your car too. You may not be able to, if the car was really damaged, you may not be able to replace it or get suitable repair work done, or there may be a problem. Maybe there'll be a problem just getting the return back. Sometimes there are contestments and it may take longer than you want.
Or you may not get as much as you had hoped for
I'm leaning
for
towards
replacement
that, actually.
value. That's a good point.
You were a passenger, okay.
Oh.
So it's okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Well, then that just could mean that there may be some unfortunate turn of events in regards to this case, and it's going to cause some disappointment. I think here you need to, if somebody is willing to help you at a law firm or whoever, you need to work with them very closely to figure out what their plan is going to be.
But that's why she feels she may
yeah.
not get enough money back because of the lawyer's fees. And that is, of course, very, very valid, Garima.
I think that could be part of what this is about. And I thought about that too a little bit in my mind, that could be that maybe that's the wheel there. It's kind of like saying, well, you're disappointed in something. What is it? It's because maybe to try to make things right, it's costing you more, than you had bargained for. There's more of a price to play here. So, you have to work out a good plan with these lawyers or ensure that they're getting you the best settlement possible for the fees that they want to charge you. Otherwise, you have to decide, is this really worth your while?
Are the flowers the bouquet?
No, those are the lilies. The deadly flowers are the lilies.
Okay.
The bouquet in this deck's the candy.
Sure.
So, I think too, this might, I'm looking at the tree and I'm looking at the lilies and I'm thinking to myself too that, when legal people get involved, sometimes cases drag out longer. And you know how trees take a long time to grow, right? And so I'm almost feeling like there could be delays, there could be a slowness as this process unfolds too. And maybe that's also where some of the disappointment's coming from.
And I see your other information there, which is very interesting. I get the feeling like if your lawyer can possibly work out for a better settlement for you, and maybe some of that's indicated with the Two of Wands in a way, it's just going to take longer. And of course, it doesn't help you if you might lose your job because you have to stay out of work longer waiting on all of this. So, partially,
Yeah, I worry about that Wheel of Fortune as far as your job goes. You know, because that could just be a negative turn of luck that happens here because of everything that's going on.
Understanding what your lawyer's capabilities are, if you have actually gotten, good representation, means you could have more confidence in waiting for them to work it out. But it's hard when you're laid off from work or you're not currently receiving money. So I get that.
If they have a good plan, I think your Two of Cups here is the most positive card here, in that if they have a good plan and they really think you have a good chance of winning, then you're just going to have to be in it for the long haul. And you may not be seeing, compensation right away that will help you with the fact that you're missing work. That's what's a little bit worrisome to me here.
I see what you're saying there. Okay, it is another question, but I'm going to do a very quick yes or no. Will you lose your job? And then we're done. I'm going to use a different deck, so I'm just going to leave those cards there because I know you're pretty worried about that.
Wow,
so at
that's
least I
terrible,
can give you that,
Garima.
I can give you that information. It may not be the best thing to know in this sense, but you asked it, and I want to do it for you, Garima. Magician. So it's leaning towards no, you will not lose your job. There's a small chance you might lose your job, but it's really leaning towards no. The other cards are death reversed, which could indicate a long period of inertia or stagnation. And also the Ten of Pentacles reversed.
Yeah, you're going to be hurting a little bit money-wise here.
They may not let you go, but you are probably going to have, some sense of a time going on. There are a lot of inertia, and the Ten of Pentacles maybe looks like, financially things are rough here. This could be part of that process of having to wait for everything to finally come through in the court case.
I don't know if they could put you on some sort of disability leave or something, but I feel here that, it looks like you are going to be out for a little bit, for a little while. And that Ten of Pentacles indicates a tightening of the belt financially is going to be necessary here. So, like I said, there's a small chance of losing your job, but most definitely I think this is going to hurt you financially. Ooh, tough break for you, Garima. I wish you the best. I hope things are better than what the cards are saying. Cards can be a snapshot in time. Things can change. So hopefully,
Always feel free to come back if you think you need more clarification or you want to try it again.
Yeah, or if you hear something else from the lawyers or,
you're welcome.
Brings up another question, feel free to ask. Absolutely. Good luck with that. All right. Let's move on to Violet Lotus.
And Violet wants an oracle top and bottom.
Oh.
I don't think I have one in easy reach, so that's going to be on you, dear. Right, exactly. Some sort of accommodations. That's what Violet's saying. And you might have to once again see if, legally there's something you have to do to make sure your company does that, if that's possible.
Well, let's do the Halloween Oracle, shall we?
All right. Oh,
I'm probably going to use this for my card for the collective tomorrow. I have a trick up my sleeve for the weekend. Well, not really, but just something I wanted to do. Thought of, hey you, I need some room to shuffle. You know that. You know, sleepyhead. Oh man, was he snuggling with me earlier in the cold upstairs.
yes, our bedroom's a little drafty.
And we put our heat on, but it's not very high, so... and look, the temperature in here is above where we have it set. Are you cold?
No, I'm not. Yeah.
Not yet. I'm already wearing my sweatshirt. But we're going to get a warming trend. We're going to have 3 days next week in the 70s. How awesome is that?
And I don't know when we're going to put out the monthly modality. It's not going to be Sunday at 6 p.m. It'll probably be Tuesday the 22nd or no. Is that when it changes? It's the 23rd when it changes.
I don't know.
Well, it'll be soon.
It'll
Violet
be soon.
probably knows. When do we move into Scorpio? It's either the 23rd, 24th.
It's probably 23rd or 22nd.
That's her birthday, Victoria.
Did I do this one for you before? Why does this seem familiar? Did I do this for you before?
Which one?
Doesn't this sound familiar?
Yes.
Or was it for Angel Rivera?
Somebody
Maybe it
had
was for
ghosts.
Angel.
Somebody had ghosts.
The regret, the ghosts. Wait a minute. I think I pulled it recently, too, for a card for the collective maybe a week ago.
Could be.
And the Skull of Darkness.
No, she says that was her.
All right, I kind of thought so.
Skull of Darkness. Ooh.
Well, interesting. So the regret is still with you, the haunting.
Yes, it was both. You're right, Violet.
All right. So basically, ghosts can be in human form or animal. We've talked about this. Ghosts can be both people that we have known, ancestors who visited and assisted us, or presences that are bound to a particular place because they can't let go after death. It is said that the spirits that cannot let go of this world have a reason for this. Sometimes it is to warn the living, to guide them, but generally it is because they haven't finished their business here on this plane of living. They have regrets that they wish to resolve. Should the ghost come gliding into your life during this divination, it may indicate that you have some regrets to let go of. Holding grudges or regrets are burdensome work, and it weighs us down. By taking action to free ourselves of these old burdens, we clear the way for more rightful and wise action for the future. You know, but also I'm wondering here, is there some business you've left unfinished? Let's put it that way. I'm wondering here, and I want to look at blind spots. I wonder if this, is that the name of the card? It's no. Skull of Darkness. Let's see what that's about, because I have a feeling here.
So, Violet, you the ghost.
And I just want to say the poem for the, wait a minute, what was it called again? The Ghost. Like smoke rising from the ashes, a mist from the sea, the dead they are watching, they have come to haunt me. I like the poems. So, Skull of Darkness. Blind spots. We may not wish to delve there, the shadows, the darkness, the unknown. Yet when we search, we reveal, and our power, it has grown. So, this card encourages you to look to the part of yourself that normally remains hidden or as unseen as possible. We may not appreciate or like certain aspects of ourselves, and yet sometimes our greatest treasures lie within these areas. How many times have you heard of famous artists or people extremely successful in their fields being bullied for being so different, yet it is their very differences from others that makes them so powerful? Additionally, all of us at some stage of our lives have certain blind spots that may cause us grief and trouble. Although we cannot see the issue clearly, it is the repeated pattern of pain that may alert us to them. Symptoms, if you will. For example, the same things keep happening over and over again. We may be betrayed repeatedly, fail at something repeatedly, not complete tasks continually. Peace and pattern breaking can be achieved by doing the work and uncovering our blind spot, or even consulting trusted close friends or professionals to assist us to see what we cannot. And so, that's a real interesting point to me here. The unfinished business may be a blind spot that you are not seeing, that you are not yet able to see right now. What do you have to say about that?
I like that. I wonder, for some reason when you were talking about the blind spots, I wondered if this had anything to do with your various guides, and that maybe there are points where you need to ask them more about that, or maybe understand that maybe they are the ones that are saying when it's ready for the blind spot to not be so blind.
Well, I can't rule out what you're saying about spirits either, as this is the time of year,
True that.
where they're traveling around here. And so, maybe there's something in the shadows that you may be sensing, but you can't really, it's not totally clear to you yet,
You need to think about it more.
You need to really kind of focus on it more and maybe do some div on it. But, this is about pattern breaking too. And that maybe there's something here, that you have yet to finish to break some sort of pattern. Are you in the process, like, for example, of starting some things and just not finishing them all the time? I think of unfinished business of ghosts too, because that was part of this card, and the fact that there's a blind spot here.
Well, another thing about ghosts and hauntings is that some of them are not intelligent hauntings, they're residual hauntings, and that implies, again, a pattern. Something that just happens automatically, a pattern. And so maybe this is saying too that what you can't see are those things that you're not really acknowledging that still need to be worked on. It's that blind spot, that there are certain patterns that maybe are still present in your DNA or in your blueprint. And so you have to figure out where those patterns can be changed.
And here's another thing I want to throw at you about this is, like, maybe it's a ghost who has haunted you before. Maybe this is something that's coming back. So I wonder about that.
It's easier now at this time of year for it to come back.
And it's going to kind of catch you off guard. It's kind of like you wouldn't have anticipated or expected that. It's sort of like you weren't thinking about that anymore, So I wonder here. I can't rule that out either. Did you throw a Lenormand? Because I don't see them. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I think, I could go either way on this one. So, whatever resonates more. If you feel there's some unfinished business, that kind of resonates, see if you can't ferret that out, what you need to do to break a pattern.
The dark heart has returned, along with the fountain, the garden.
Wow. Well, that is interesting.
I'm not sure if it relates.
I don't know. The fountain, to me, talks about social things. It can talk about the internet. It can talk about social media. But in relation to the cards we have thrown here, I can't help but wonder if it's the spirit realm, And maybe it's somebody that is attached to you in some way. Some spirit that is attached to you in some way.
Right. They have an important message for you, but for some reason they're not quite getting through.
Well, I don't even know if, it could be a message, but
there's some reason why they're here.
They're back. And, it's kind of like maybe you're not picking up that this is something that is kind of attached to you. So that's why it's coming back. I think it's something that has visited you before. Wow. You know, that's right. You've not been tuning in very much, and you never know. When you're sick, of course, sometimes your guards are down a little bit too. You know, so things can kind of wander back in.
It may have been easier for it to make its presence known.
So you might want to do a blessing or a clearing of the energy just to be safe. But I don't, it's hard for me to say that this is something really necessarily bad. I'm not saying it's like a nasty spirit. There's nothing here that necessarily says that. Other than that, maybe there's just some unfinished business. They still feel attached to you in some way and for some reason. So...
yeah, it's an overall neutral tone, but on their end of it, there is some compelling reason why they're still hovering around.
Maybe they came back because they were concerned when you were sick. I mean, I can't rule that out either.
Because it's someone you've known from before or from a past life even.
Could it be Uncle Alan's spirit? I don't know. But it's interesting. I'm not getting really scary vibes off of this.
No.
I mean, I know the ghost is about regret, but, there's so much more nuance to that card once you've read it. So I think it's just some unfinished, something that's still unfinished, left unfinished here. And they keep coming back.
Maybe you help them break their pattern.
Yeah. So, mystery. Well, maybe we can dabble more on this next time.
Alright.
I forgot I used this deck for you before. I would have maybe used another one, but maybe you were meant to see this again. So, I wish you luck with that.
No, it doesn't seem to feel that way even on our end. So that's our show then.
Yes, it is. That is our show, and we're done just a little late today, but it's not bad. So, listen, everybody, thanks for the new person that has come in, Jimmy's Cowboys. Hope to see you again. And thanks, everybody, for joining us on this Thursday evening. I hope you've enjoyed your readings, and we look forward to reading for you soon. And do not forget, if you want to be part of a giveaway, get in on maybe Sunday, somebody will win. There's no guarantee because you got to land on the right space on our Wheel of Fortune. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.